Welcome back to Chatting More with Lou. I'm Lou, your host, and today I'm here with my co-host.
Jasmine.
And today we are back after a whole long ass year. We are back with a new episode. This is gonna be like season two
Season
because
two, yes.
yeah, season two. I know season one was a little short because, with the whole pandemic and situation that happened, we were all busy. We were all dealing with life, and
That's
we're
for
gonna,
sure.
yeah, we're gonna start fresh, and we're just gonna update you guys. A year later, I actually checked the last time I uploaded the last update, which was actually August 19th of 2020.
That is crazy.
That is so crazy because exactly a year ago we gave you guys an update and we disappeared because
Yes.
like life for both of us happened. Like
Yeah,
I
honestly.
it was just a mess for me. I got corona, I got I got COVID, and it was just a lot of tragedy happened last year for me and my family.
Yeah.
um and then I was also going to school. I was also working, and the beginning of 2021 was just hectic for me as well.
When is it never not, for you?
Yeah, that's true. It's always hectic at this
But
point.
yeah, that was rough, I can imagine.
Yeah, it was really rough. So today we're actually, like, again, like I said, we're updating you guys, like what's new in our lives, what's been happening, like changes and stuff like that. We are going to start recording more, and you guys are going to see more episodes come out because we're trying to get our shit together, and you guys know that that is our motto here, trying to get our shit together. Um,
Exactly.
and me and Jazz are gonna start catching up too because you guys know we are not recording this in person. This is all virtual because we're still trying to follow all guidelines, and also I can't be traveling over there and she can't be traveling here because we ain't got that kind of money.
Right, no.
And we
That's
also got busy ass lives.
Yeah, especially you, man. Like your jobs and everything. You posting content. Just life
That's
for
definitely
you
true.
is crazy. But you added something else to it too.
I did add something else to my crazy ass life. Like, I guess I'll just start with talking about what's been going on, I guess.
Yeah, if
Uh
you want.
okay, yeah. I'm my life, I don't even know where to start. I graduated. I finally finished school. Which is a
Whoop, whoop, whoop,
huge, I
whoop.
know. I was so happy the last few months, which was starting from January to the end of February, start of March. I had no time for myself. I was doing my externship, finishing school. I finally graduated. I'm done. I got a job in that career field. So now I
Round
have,
of applause.
yes, thank you. I'm glad, all those student loans and that hard work worked
It's
out.
yeah, it's paying off.
So we had a technical difficulties. It never fails.
Oh my god.
Technology is just never on our side.
No.
And this is a two-man show here.
Yes.
Two-man show. We got to figure all these technology situations out. Um So, I was saying, the career field isn't, it's very demanding on the body, and let's just say I'm always tired, I'm always sleepy, but I always push through. I've been pushing through for the past, what, 6 months, with
Yeah.
the job and finishing school. And then on top of all that, if you guys watch my YouTube channel, you guys know that I'm making more content, and I work two jobs. So I have a full-time job, and then I work at a Walgreens pharmacy part-time, which is my career field. So on top of all of that, I added a new member into my life, which crazy. This is just crazy. Jazz knows about this new member of my life, and I have a boyfriend now, and I'm in a relationship, and that has been very interesting. Very interesting.
Yes, as someone on the outside trying to look in, it's very interesting, like when something like that happens with your really good friend. So
Yeah.
I was like, when you told me, I was so happy for you. And like, even the video that you guys posted on your channel, like that was super cute, you know?
Yeah. It has been a very interesting ride. Like, it's been years since I've ever been in a relationship, and I think that I've reached a point in my life where I think it's time to settle down, or at least try to settle down.
Mm,
You know what I mean? But let's
yeah.
not let's not get crazy. But yeah, I think
No
um I,
wedding bells over here yet.
no, no, none of that so far.
Uh,
We still got a lot of steps and phases in our relationship to go.
yeah, it's very new. I mean,
Yeah, I think we're like past 6 months at this point.
that's crazy.
I know. Who would have thought?
Yeah, because like when before you told me, I was like, what is going on with her? Like, we're not talking as much. Like, like what is going on? She's not telling me something. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, it was I didn't really like talk about it with anybody, and I've also honestly reached a point where it's not like I was talking to him the other day, and I honestly I've reached a point in my life where I think I'm just, even if when I'm not busy, like when I'm just laying in bed or just chilling, like I don't really am on my phone that much,
Right.
and
I respect that.
yeah, and like I was busy for a very long time where I didn't talk to my friends, didn't talk to Jazz at all, and I was like, and in the back of my mind, I'm like, I want to talk to them, but I also don't want to be the person that will start a conversation and then end it and then keep going like 3 days later. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you know what? I'm the type of friend, like, I don't even mind, like stuff happens, but we can always pick up where we left off, I feel like,
Yeah, that's definitely true, and that's why we're so great together in this podcast,
Mhm.
because we just like we connect and we communicate and we just pick up where we left off a year
Yeah.
ago. You know, like so
Yes.
many changes in my life, and I actually haven't told anybody. I don't know if I told you, Jazz, but he actually we live together now.
Oh, I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people know, but yeah, we live together.
Oh, you
Obviously,
didn't tell me
we
that. Okay.
yeah, I'm sorry. Like I said, there's so much that happened so quick that it
Oh
was
my
just
gosh. Wait
like,
until Marlo hears this.
I know. Oh my God. And Marlo needs to hear our podcast. She'll probably hear it here. But
Yes. She's gonna
uh
call you right
yeah,
away.
but I know. It I'm telling you, shit has happened so fast that I I've had time, but then like it's just like, okay, this is happening and we're just gonna push through, you know?
Okay, so I mean, if you want, walk me through like how this happened, like how, like how everything started.
Um, so believe it or not, we met on Tinder. I think it's
Ooh.
yeah, we met on Tinder. At the time in my life where when we met,
Mhm.
I was actually in a situationship with somebody else,
Right.
and it was just more downhill than it was ever uphill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like every situationship. So I was going through that. I was kind of like heartbroken and like not yeah, kind of like heartbroken going through my feels and stuff, and um just doing shit that I would never have done in my life with this other person. And
Mhm.
then in my forms of moving on, I was like, you know what? I need, at this point, I realized that I want somebody to settle down with. I want somebody long term. I want somebody that will support me, and my goals and all the shit that I want to do, you know?
Yeah.
And the situationship wasn't the situation that I wanted to. It just wasn't going to work, and I
Yeah.
finally realized that. In the meantime, he had messaged me. He had messaged me. We connected on Tinder or whatever. We started
Mhm.
messaging on Snapchat, and I was very open with him about I was going through at the time and everything. And he has been somebody that he's like one of my best friends. Um,
Yeah.
I can tell him anything. I can ugly cry in front of him. Like, it's things that I've never thought in my life I would do. Obviously, shit is not perfect. We have our ups and downs, but
Yeah.
we went on a few days, and I think he asked me to be his girlfriend. And at the time, obviously, like I said, I was going through some shit, and I told him like I'm going through some shit, and he waited for me until I was ready, and then we were just together. And then I believe like a month or two later, he met my parents.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was crazy. So and then, just life happened. We've shared a lot of moments together, a lot of things that I guess a boyfriend wouldn't have gone through at that time. I guess that early in a relationship,
Right.
he's part of the family. Everyone accepts him, and everybody, includes him and stuff. And now, you know, we live together. Well, we live together, and then we all live with my parents. So
Right.
everybody, I guess it's just a family house at this point. But he's doing great, and like I said, not everything is perfect. There's a lot of shit that I've realized that changes need that things that I have to work on. And
Mhm.
I'm sure that he's realized things that he's had to work on to understand and coexist with somebody else. At least for me,
Right.
um, I I never lived with anybody besides my parents.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure that was a big like adjustment.
It was a huge adjustment because not only did I got to share a bed, we're sharing a closet, and as girls have all kinds of shit.
Yes.
I've had I had to downgrade a lot of stuff, get rid of a lot of stuff, which needed to happen because we're hoarders. Us women are just hoarders. So yeah, there's just a lot of adjustment and a lot of other feelings that come with that.
Yeah.
I think for me, I've had a lot of moments where um I've just things have settled in, and I double think it because it's just, I guess it's just human nature, He's never done anything to make me like double think myself. It's just, I think it's more of a self confidence thing,
Mhm.
where I sometimes think like, am I good enough for this person? You know what I mean?
I totally get it.
Like, I start thinking about like body, like my body and like my personality, or like, should I be doing this and should I be doing that, and I shouldn't do
Mhm.
that, you know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
I start having all these doubts, and then I do talk to him about them, and like I explain to him, and he listens to me, and we talk about these things, and he reassures me about a lot of things, and I appreciate that. But sometimes it's not even about the other person, it's just about like our
You.
mentally, it's about me,
Mm-hmm.
like, because I've been in so many other relationships that I haven't been valued, I haven't been appreciated, that I think that is this real? You know what I mean? Is this true that somebody can appreciate me for
Yeah.
the smallest shit?
Yeah, I totally get that. And, just from talking to him just for a little bit, I can see like how that would work, because I don't know, he already like, he just fit. I don't know. He just, like like what I would want for you. I kind of could picture that, him being like that.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he kind of like he supports me, and obviously there's a lot of shit that I guess he doesn't understand, like the whole online thing and YouTube and podcasts and all of these things that I do. It's all kind of new to him, and it's not for everybody, and I have to understand that, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like, he supports me, and he gives me my space when I'm doing what I'm doing, but I don't think that at some point he understands, how important this is to me, and how this is what I do for fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, and I don't blame him, because a lot of people in like the community and just socially, a lot of people are like, "Oh, that's just nothing." You know what I mean?
Right.
And
Like,
I get
it's just
it.
a little hobby, it's not serious, or it's.
Right. Is it bringing money in? Because that's what everybody thinks. Like, I get it, but
Hmm.
like, this is what I like to do, and I don't do anything else. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's either me working and or working on my YouTube channel or my podcast or anything else that I want to do.
Hmm.
So I get it. Like, I think that it's just um a thing where, like, people don't understand. So for them, it's just like whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one thing. Like, it's okay though. I get it. I support him. It's not all one sided. I support him in his dreams and goals. Like, if he wants to do X, Y, and Z, I mean, go for it. Why not? If you don't try, you'll never know if you'll succeed with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
So how long have you guys been living together?
we've been living together since July 1st. So, since my birthday.
Oh
Um,
my gosh.
yeah. So it's been like almost 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an adjustment for sure, because
Hmm.
like um you have to get used to like having somebody there, which is great. It's awesome to wake up to somebody next to you.
Hmm.
uh and then, but you also have to understand you're sharing this space with somebody,
Yeah.
and you're not always going to be just you anymore.
Yes.
uh
It's funny that you said that because, well, like, side note, kind of tangent thing. I saw this TikTok. This girl was like, I am sharing my room with a man. Like, I did not sign up for that just because I love him. Like, what is this?
yeah.
Like, I want my own room.
Right. Like, I totally get that. I'm somebody that I don't mind sharing. Like, it's something that I've never been like that. Like, I just, whatever's mine is yours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that it's just been a huge adjustment. Obviously, he doesn't speak Spanish, so communication with my parents, but my parents, they approved, and obviously I can't just make that decision on my own. They
Right.
approved, and we all do pretty well together. We do things together as a family and everything. So
Yeah.
it's been awesome to not only be I guess the sister or the aunt or the daughter that is always alone. You know, it's like the third wheel and
Yeah.
everything. Um,
I totally get it. I do.
yeah. But now I'm just like, and that's the other thing. Like I've having to get used to. Um, it's not just about me anymore. You know, like if
Mhm.
I go somewhere, or if I'm invited somewhere, it's like, do you, you know, I have my significant other where I'm like, do you want to go? We were
Yeah.
invited. You know, if that person doesn't feel comfortable at a certain place, that you have to take that into consideration. It's not just
Right.
I'm a go regardless of my partner and how
Exactly.
they feel. So
No.
like I'm very self-conscious about that stuff because I don't want to make my other half feel like they don't matter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like they have an opinion. Like there's two of you now. There's not just you. I mean, I
Hmm.
guess some relationships are like that, but I don't want to be.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want my relationship to be like that. Like if
Yeah.
I don't. If I don't feel comfortable around somebody, I'm gonna tell you I don't feel comfortable about this person. And if you're gonna
Mhm.
be around this person and not care what I think, like that's not okay with me.
Right. Like I've heard of people, they're like, "Oh yeah, you do your thing, I'm gonna do my thing," and then we come together, at the end, but at the end of the day, but I don't know, like if you can't share your life, then like what's the point, you know?
Exactly. Like, and that's the other thing, like relationships nowadays, it's like the first miscommunication or the first disagreement, like, oh, you know what, I'm out. Like, I'm out
Yeah.
of this relationship. It doesn't work that way. Like, you agreed to be with this person for some reason. Hopefully it wasn't just because of benefits or whatever the case may
Right.
be. Like, you agreed to be with this person, you're accepting everything that comes with them. Like
Hmm.
obviously they're gonna make adjustments and you're gonna make adjustments. um
You know
but
what's crazy to me is that I've also heard like people be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna just go out on dates so I can like have free meals and and whatever, like get whatever I can out of them, but I don't really like them." I
yeah, that's
just like
crazy.
I just not I couldn't do that, and I wouldn't want that to be me. Like, the person that that they're doing that to. So,
Yeah, that's crazy because I couldn't do that. Like even just going on one freaking date is already too much work for me. Like and I tell my boyfriend, I'm like, listen, if we ever break up, like that's a wrap for me. Like
you're
like
stuck with me, bro.
Like that's a wrap for me. If we ever break up, like it's either you stuck with me and I'm stuck with you, or we break up or whatever. That's a wrap. Like I'm done trying to like figure these people out. Like I'ma just
Yeah.
die alone. It's
No,
just,
no, remember, we're all gonna get in a home together.
oh yeah, we're gonna go into a home together. At this point, I'm
Because
gonna be
remember,
in a home by 35.
yeah, because you can't see, Marlo can't hear, and I'm gonna have to be there to take care of
Yeah,
both of them.
yeah, we're all falling apart. That's a mess. I swear. Yeah, no, it's definitely been something new in my life, and a lot of people have been intrigued about it. Um,
Yeah.
it's not just that I don't want it public. I just he's a very private person. He doesn't believe in the social media world, even though he
Mm.
has social media, which I don't really understand that. But
It doesn't make sense, but okay.
does not make sense, sir. Get your life together, okay? Like he appreciates the content of social media.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. He likes viewing content. He just doesn't want to be the content.
Correct. Yeah. So he doesn't like to be public, and obviously, like I respect that. Not everybody wants their shit out there.
Hmm.
I try to keep some things personal because obviously, not everything belongs on the internet. Um, So yeah, I don't share those big things because I'd like to appreciate him, me, him, and the loved ones around me, my family.
Right.
So things are going, and we'll see where life takes us. And at this moment, like I said, there's a lot of ups and downs in a relationship, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
learning as I go. Because I'm not perfect. Like, I don't think anybody is perfect in a relationship. As
No.
so, like, um, yeah, I am like a regular girl. Like, I have insecurities at times, and I have a very strong personality when it comes to like my character. I've been alone for so long that I am a like very independent woman. Like, I do everything on my own, and sometimes I forget that I have somebody there
Mm-hmm.
to help me and me help them. Like, I don't mind helping because I'm all about taking care of others and taking care of myself. But sometimes I forget that I have them, and I do things on my own that I could have somebody else help me with.
Yeah. And it's so great that you do have that and you're realizing that now.
Yeah, so there's a lot of shit that I realize, and I'm working on, because I'm not perfect.
I could totally quote Hannah Montana right now, but like we're not gonna go there.
You can what?
I said I could totally like quote the Hannah Montana song right now,
Oh
like to go
yeah,
along with what you said,
yeah.
but we'll not go there.
Nobody's perfect. I used to watch Hannah Montana. I used to
Oh
watch
my god.
religiously
Oh
that.
my gosh, that show was everything.
It was like best of both worlds.
Yes.
I
I,
used to
you
jam out
know,
to that kind of music in the car, like, oh yeah, this is my
oh my
shit.
gosh. I was thinking about that the other day because I was like, I wonder, did Blue watch like Disney Channel like that? Or, because I was really thinking about it. I was like, because we never talked about that.
So
And
I
you know
did.
how much I love Disney, like
Yeah,
everything. So,
obsession over there. I think, did we record an episode on Disney?
yeah,
No,
pretty,
we
pretty
did.
much.
Yeah,
I
you
went
went
through.
on a tangent.
I was selling the cruise.
Yeah, you were like advertising. I'm so done with you.
They should have paid me for that. That was
Yeah,
quality, okay?
yeah. You should do like a review podcast
Oh my gosh,
on
yes.
Disney. You know what I realized? So many people love Disney, like obsession.
I think it's hard. You would have to blame my parents for that because when I was little, I started out watching the Disney Channel, and we went to Disney like a whole bunch when I was really little. Most of those times I do not remember. Like they tell me about stuff like we did, and I'm like, I don't remember. Like my first Disney experience that I remember was when I was 12 because we didn't go, like we went when I was really, really little, and then when my dad was overseas and stuff, we didn't do any of that stuff for many years. So when he retired from the Navy, that's when we got to do that stuff again, it's just so cool. But I've always loved like the whole princess thing, of course. I mean, obviously, and all of that, and
Yeah,
I think that has to go for a lot of people.
yeah,
You grow up watching it, and it gives you like a warm feeling or something like that.
yeah.
I don't
Like
know,
what is
nostalgia.
it? Nostalgia. Yeah. I like, for me, I don't know. Maybe I'm just very like nonchalant about a lot of shit. So I'm just like,
Yes.
okay, whatever. Um, but yeah, I do watch. I watch Hannah Montana. I watch Sister Sister. Yeah, That's
Yes.
So Raven. I think Boy Meets. Is it Boy Meets Girls?
Boy Meets World.
Yeah,
Yes.
Boy Meets World. I watched that one. What else did I watch? I never got The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. I watch episodes here and there.
Okay.
Um,
That's respectable. I can,
yeah, you can vibe with that.
yeah.
What else did I watch? But I don't get any like nostalgia about that stuff. Like, well, I don't know. Like, my brother and I will like talk sometimes
Mhm.
because my nephews are teenagers now. I have
Yeah.
three that are in their teens. One is about to be 18, crazy. Um,
Uh,
and it- and we talk about like the difference between it's 10 years. We're 10 years apart with my oldest nephew, and
mhm.
the crazy difference within 10 years, you know?
Yes.
I was telling my brother, I was like, if I was a teenager nowadays, I would have already been famous. You know what I mean? Like I would have already blew up on the internet and stuff, but like these kids don't take that opportunities, all these opportunities that they have. And then like I think about like the shows that are out now and like the music and stuff, like I'm like, dang. And then my brother and I will sit there and we'll like, oh, you remember we used to watch this, or and we like, oh yeah. And I still like there's some shit that I still quote and I still like
Mhm.
kind of like what do you say that like imitate, and
Yes.
he's like, I can't believe you still remember that. And I'm just like, of course I do. Like, oh my god, like recently I bought my I don't know where I got this idea from, but
Mhm.
remember the Tamagotchis?
Yes.
Well, I was like, oh my gosh, I think I saw it on a TikTok. What's it, a TikTok?
Yeah.
I don't
I think I know what you're talking about because I have seen people talk about
I think I saw it on
what
a
they've
TikTok.
seen.
No,
Yes.
you know what? Yeah, I think it was a TikTok that was like kids from the nowadays wouldn't know what these are, or like remember these things
Yeah.
or some bullshit like that.
Yes.
So I was like, oh my gosh, the Tamagotchis. I was like, I wonder if they still sell these. And well, lo and behold, yes, they do still sell these. And my mom, I wanted the original, the OG, the little egg looking thing. Because when I
Yes.
was a teenager, when these came out, I had all of them. I had like 10 in my
No
key.
way.
Yeah, and they all died because I never took care of them. Yeah, like a normal teenager, I guess.
See,
Yeah.
let me see. I only had one, and I think my mom gave it away like a long time ago.
Yeah, so they still sell them and they're expensive. I didn't realize how expensive these shits are.
Uh,
So
yeah.
the OG is like $20. So she goes to Walmart. My boyfriend's like, "You're not gonna get this. It's just annoying. You don't need this. You don't have time to take care of anything." Uh, and I was like, "Whatever. I want to like play it now as an adult." You know what I mean? And so my mom went to Walmart, and well, she happened to be going to Walmart. So I was like, "Hey, can you look and see if they have Tamagotchis?" They had
Yeah.
Tamagotchis. So I have a rainbow one, and
Oh my gosh.
yeah,
You
she
have to
got
show
me.
me.
Yeah, I'll have to show you. But and then the new ones come with a camera, and it's like twice or triple the size of the OG ones, and they're colored pictures, and you can leave it with a babysitter, you can take it to a restaurant, it goes to the park. It's a whole lot of shit that I was not trying to do.
No way.
Yeah, and it's expensive. It's like $60. I was trying to return it, but my mom didn't find the receipt.
Oh no.
It was just too much, and I just did not want to deal with that.
So,
So
like,
then,
speaking of like old shows or like, oh, I'm sorry. What were you saying? What were you gonna say?
no, go ahead.
So I don't know if you may or may not know these two shows, but they were my everything when I was really little. I barely remember like full details about it, but I just know I loved it. Like Taina and the Brothers Garcia.
No.
No, okay. Yeah, it's like a very specific, like, those are two very specific shows that like not many people know about. But my brother, he was the one that turned me on to those shows because he liked and if you look it up, you'll see the girl. I think he liked her like the way she looked, so that's
Mhm.
why he would watch it with me. Because I like the theme song and everything. So um, when I heard about it and he saw her, I guess, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'll watch it with you." And it was, I thought it was like a brother sister bonding thing, but it was probably just
Yeah.
because.
That's the girl.
But yeah, but yeah, like That's a Raven was my everything too.
Oh
Like,
yeah. Yep. I love that story, even. Um, yeah, so I don't know. I know we went off on a tangent about everything, but that's just us coming back. That's who we are.
yeah,
Um, but we will have a lot more episodes, more subject, more topics, oriented, I guess.
yes, it's
Um,
gets juicy.
it's gonna get juicy. Um, so that's kind of my life update at this point until now. Um, Yeah. What about you, Jazz?
I mean, nothing much has changed since our last update. Still taking classes, trying to finish this degree. I should be done soon. But oh, I don't know if I told you, but I think I might have told you the last time we did the podcast, but
Mm.
I don't know if I ever brought it up, but I have a new dog.
You do? I know I didn't.
Yeah,
Wait.
I
I
got,
think you did tell me you had a new dog. Wait, did
yeah,
you?
I don't know if I did, but we got her last year, a couple days after my birthday.
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, oh, I have to show you pictures. She's so cute. But and she's just the best, you know.
Hmm.
She's our little pandemic puppy, you know. And
Yeah.
it's like you couldn't go through like so you can't go through quarantine without either having a baby or getting a puppy
Oh my God, for
or like
real.
baking or starting a podcast.
Yeah, it was like starting cooking or learning how to cook, bake, start a new business,
Yeah.
get a quarantine boyfriend. I guess that was a thing. Like I was too busy trying to hustle and go to school
But you did do that
to
though.
get. No, okay, first of all, no, because we've been out of quarantine here in Arizona because
Well, yeah.
this state don't give a
Well, I
shit.
mean, yeah, it's only been 6 months, so never mind.
Yeah, no, he was not my quarantine boyfriend.
Yeah, but he was at the tail end of that, but
Yeah, he came after the whole storm. Yeah. No, I think the other thing is that I have been sick a lot,
oh
and
my gosh, yes,
I
you haven't even told me everything about that. I'm
I
over here like freaking out, like
I have been so sick a lot, and honestly, I have no idea why because I've never been a sick person. Like I haven't obviously I'm not the healthiest person either, but like I've never suffered from anything. The only
hmm
thing that I like legit suffer from is my carpal tunnel and my tennis elbow.
yeah.
Um, that has not improved. That's actually getting worse.
Hi.
But yeah, but I'm just pushing through because I don't want to do surgery on it. I did get the steroid shots,
hmm
which actually like almost paralyzed my whole arm.
No.
Yeah, like the day after I got it, I literally could not do anything, not even wipe my ass. Like I was
Oh
like,
my
how am I supposed to go
gosh.
take a shit? Like
That's very important.
it's very important. So yeah, I was kind of like handicapped in the word in legit form of like word of handicap. Like I couldn't do anything. I had like bruises because they do it right into your I got on my both wrist and in my elbow, so my wrists were like they had bruises from the needle, and that needle was big, like and they don't numb you or anything.
Oh my
It
gosh.
was yeah, it was very painful, and at this point, I'm just like I'm not like a pill taker. I don't like taking medication, but when I
Me
really just
either.
can't stand the pain, then that's when I take something. Besides that, I have had what I the last thing I had was pneumonia that I never had in my life. Apparently,
Girl.
yeah, never had in my life. I ended up in the ER again last month, and
Yeah.
that's when they diagnosed me with pneumonia in my right lung, I guess. And honestly, it's just a my theory, I guess. And my doctors, they don't say it, but like they know every time I tell them that I had COVID, because I had COVID really bad.
Yeah.
Um, that kind of messed up a lot of my body and my health.
Yeah.
Starting with my skin, like my face. That messed it all up. I had literally like cystic acne.
Yeah. I
After
know
I
that
had
was really bad.
Yeah, that was terrible. Now it's a lot better. Now it's more controlled because I'm on like harsh medication, like Accutane.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped taking it a couple months ago. I take it here and there when I have like really bad breakouts.
Right.
But that's gotten better. A lot of doctor's appointments, a lot of tests, blood samples, poked, been seeing. I've seen so many people that I just like you would think I'm like a really like unhealthy person, but I'm not. Like and then when they diagnosed me with pneumonia, they're like, yeah, you have your right lung is the one that's mostly affected. And
Mm.
that's technically the effects from having COVID. And at this
Yeah.
point, it's just dealing with all of that. Like I've
But they're
lost a lot.
not saying it's like the long COVID. They just,
Exactly. So they obviously won't say it healthcare wise. They're not gonna say that, but it is like I've never had it. He was like, "Did you ever have asthma?" And I was like, "No." Like that doesn't run in my family.
mm,
I've never had allergies, and I've had them this year. Like it's just been a mess. Like I've been pushing through. I still got to deal with life and
yeah.
just been really sick and trying to get through it.
Oh man. See, when I was really little, I was sick all the time. So like I can only imagine like trying to be an adult and like having responsibilities, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, and then
It's hard.
like life doesn't stop because you're sick. You know,
Right.
like
Nope.
your employer expects you to show up.
Yeah, bills have to be paid, things have to be
Exactly.
done.
And I'm
I
just like,
totally get it.
I know. I'm like, when can I have my retirement? I want to
Oh
retire.
man.
Yeah, it's been crazy, but you know what? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Yeah, that's what they say, but ooh,
I
Lord.
know. I think like I think I this year I have especially these last few like weeks I've had I haven't really like shared it with people because I just don't like putting my business out there, but I guess it's out there now. But
Yep.
like I guess it's out there now. Like I have been like mentally like thinking a lot, and like um I think like I was telling my boyfriend, I talked to him about a lot of things that I wouldn't talk about with a lot of people. Is
Hmm.
that I've I've realized a lot of like mental health things.
Yeah.
And like I think at some point I've been like when I was overwhelmed, I felt like letting myself go, like
Yeah.
giving up on a lot of stuff and like just like going through like a depression, I guess. But
Yeah.
I think I'm so strong-minded that I don't let myself get there because I have responsibilities. I have people that depend on me. I have um, you know, things that the world won't stop for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I also realize that I have to put myself and my health and my feelings and everything and deal with them and not just
Yeah.
push through because I have to push through, you know what I mean? Like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
push through, get your stuff done, but like also think about yourself, take a mental break, like,
Exactly.
and I don't think I allow myself that because it's always go, 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 you know?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah. Honestly, if you had told me that, if you hadn't told me that, I would, I mean, with everything that you've gone through this last year and a half, you know, I, you know, I don't think I would have believed you if you said, that, oh, you're totally fine, you know?
yeah, yeah. No, definitely. Like, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, like in my family, I think we all have to push through. And like, we've been through so much. Not as a person myself, I've been through a lot. And then as a family, we've been through a lot. There has
Yeah.
been a lot of like family issues and stuff, but we kind of just have to push through because that's what we're like mentally built like to push through,
Yeah, and I'm
and
so
not
glad that
and
you
not
were able to do that.
exactly, and not to like deal with that. And like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I'm a huge mental health advocate because I realized this one day. No, like, I'm not gonna say that because there's a lot that goes into that. Like, I know that mental health is a real thing, and a
Hmm.
lot of people, get the help you need, whatever that means to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and there's a lot more options now
Yeah.
that didn't exist
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, definitely. Like there, and that's what I'm telling. There's so many resources. Like, I tell my nephews, like, you might not want to talk to an adult because you feel, or like a close adult, like a family member, because you might think, oh, they're biased because they're an adult and they're my family. They're gonna think a
Hmm.
certain way, and I'm like, reach out, talk to somebody. Like, if you want to talk to me, tell me something that you might think your parents don't want to hear, or they're gonna
Yeah.
get mad or something like that. Like me, like I've learned, like, and I talk to my boyfriend because he is my best friend, my partner. Like, he's there to listen to me.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm slowly trying to figure that stuff out, and because I don't want it to hit me down the road like a train.
Yeah. And it
And then
seems like he came at a really good time too in your life for that.
I do think so too. Like I really like prayed on it, and I'm just like, is this the person for me? You know what I mean? And I
Hmm.
think it's helped me settle down. It's helped me bring a lot of things in perspective. And like, you'll know that I've never wanted kids. Like,
Right.
it's not that I don't hate, that I don't like kids. It's just nothing that I've I guess craved,
Desired.
desired to be a
Hmm.
mother or whatever. But now with having him, we've talked about it. He wants kids, and I told him at this point I'm in like the spectrum of maybe. It's
Yeah,
like
and
between
that's huge because it
that
was
is
like
because it was like absolutely not. Ain't nobody having no kids. Like
not around here. Nope. That's not a
exactly.
thing.
Not this body. But yeah, we've thought about it, and like, marriage is another thing that it's not something that I have to have. But if that's something that is something that if that makes him happy, then I'm okay with that, you know.
Okay.
With kids, different story, a longer conversation.
Yeah, to be expected.
Yeah, imagine, oh Lord, like
You with a kid? Oh
I know I have a friend that she says that one time she saw it, she saw that I was having a little girl,
my
and I
gosh.
was like, ain't nobody need all that attitude, more of that
To
attitude
be
in their
just like
life.
you.
Yeah, imagine.
You raising you, I can't. Y'all will be
That,
going, like, when she become a teenager, y'all will be going back and forth.
right. I'd be like, no, ma'am.
Like, all the eye rolls and the attitudes and
Right. That's just too
Oh
much attitude. I don't know. That's just a whole different conversation. Who
my
knows? I'll be like Kylie Jenner, disappear for 9 months.
And she's pregnant again. Like,
Did you see that? Oh my god, I'm so done.
yes. I'm like,
But
no
has
way.
she confirmed it? Because I've been going down the TikTok rabbit hole
Oh
where
no.
I found this lady that she like found like she's been putting all the clues together.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, damn, that sounds just about right. But I don't really know about Kylie Jenner like that. So I'm like,
Yeah. No,
maybe
she
she's onto
definitely confirmed
something.
it.
Did?
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna have
Yeah,
to
it was like
see
on every news thing
it.
on
Well, I remember that I guess Caitlyn Jenner was the one that said that they're expecting another grandkid.
Yeah, so everyone, so his I mean, I'm sorry. Caitlin's son also just announced that they're have his wife, I think he's married, um are expecting a baby. So like people like, oh, they were just talking about them, but no, it was also Kylie.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think I know what TikTok you're talking about because like they were seen together way more than ever. She did not have like her usual birthday celebration.
Yeah, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, yeah, that's
Everything was
true.
like
She was
super
like
low
pointing
key.
she was pointing out everything.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, that's the girl. I was like, dang. And then I've been into like more true crime stuff.
Oh no.
And
That scares me.
well, I've been into like listening to like, because like to me, that's a lot of information. I see it, I listen and I see it more to like gather like um how did this like mentally, like where was this person, like
Mm,
I have questions like and it also helps me, like at least for me the way I take it is like if this person, for example, like if I'm watching a true crime video, like why um like this person was a psychopath, like what are the signs, like what did people miss, like what is,
oh,
it helps
yeah.
me like determine people's characters in real life. Like I put all that, like I gather all that information, I'm like, dang sir, like you got characteristics, but I don't tell them, I'm just like, sir, I think that sir has some characteristics of being a psychopath, but ain't none of my business. I'm gonna stay away from that, sir. Maybe you want to kill somebody, or maybe he's killing somebody. I don't know. Mm.
Yeah, you never know, honestly.
Yeah.
And these days,
Mm, mm-mm. I'm telling you, I'm always watching.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I get so invested in like, and my TikTok is like, yeah, it's a little bit about like the whole renegade and the dances and all that bullshit, but uh, I follow. I don't know if I follow a lot of weird, like different types of TikTokers. Like I
Uh,
follow people. I get inspiration from there too, like small businesses and how people like do the cups, like the Starbucks cups and stuff. And
oh
then
yes.
I'll go from that to like watching a true crime TikTok. And then I go to that person's profile and I'm watching all the true crime. And then
Oh
my
no.
then my boyfriend's like right next to me and he's like, dang, that's crazy. Like he'll listen like parts of it and he's like, dang, that's crazy. They did what? And I was like, I know, right? And so then I'll start watching and they're like, and he's like, so what happened? And I'm like, no, I'm waiting for the next TikTok. They said part 3 coming next. So,
See, my TikTok is like it's like babies, dogs, college stuff, a little bit of like motivational type things,
yeah.
and just like, and then most of it is like comedy,
Oh,
like,
okay.
and but yeah, it's so interesting, like how that all works, with the
Yeah,
algorithm.
how everybody watches something different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
crazy.
and then of course I have the dances too.
Oh yeah, that's everywhere.
I
Um,
had to stop like liking some of the people's dance, videos and stuff because I was hearing the same songs over and over and over
oh my,
because like when I would swipe up to see another person on my For You page, it, it was like the
yeah.
same songs.
Over and over again. It's so freaking
Yes.
annoying. And I hate that
Mhm.
TikTok doesn't just automatically goes to the next person. You have to like physically go down, like scroll and scroll. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm trying to like listen and multitask here. Not trying to stay on this app, like just doing
But you
that.
see, that's how they're trying to get you
Yeah.
in. That's how they make you stay there for hours. And even though you get I understand you are enjoying TikTok and want to scroll some more, but go eat a sandwich, drink some water,
Oh, I
go
know. Like,
outside.
I know. I'm telling you, I watch all kinds of crazy shit. And I'm like, okay, first of all, don't be telling me what to do. And then two, you don't know my life. It's so funny. I can't. So I get a lot of my inspiration from there as well.
Yeah. Like I know what you're saying about the like the small business thing and stuff like that. I learned about this website where you can like put out your services on and everything like that, and that's really interesting. Like
Oh yeah.
for if you want to like freelance stuff. So I thought that was
Yeah,
cool.
that's where I hire a lot of like my editors and stuff. But
Mm,
we on a budget over here, so
yeah.
yeah. So no, there's a lot of shit that you could get off TikTok. I've gotten a lot of inspiration off of there, and recently I've been trying to see if I can get like a social media like representative or like a management team so that I can get
Mm,
more on like I want to like really dedicate myself to YouTube and make sure like
yeah.
I'm pushing out content and just but not overwhelm myself but like have some kind of guidance. I do want to reach 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I think
Yeah.
that me posting more content is going to help me get there.
Yeah.
But
Definitely.
I also want to like grow on all my platforms and stuff like that. So there's a lot of research I have to do, but on top of that, I have 2 jobs, a family, a partner, YouTube, podcast, everything on top of that. Like I don't mind it because it keeps my mind busy, but I also like at some point want to have an assistant that can help me with a lot of things
Yeah.
and a team, you know what I mean? Like some
Yeah.
like a stable editor that I can like send stuff to and be like send it, like edit it or whatever.
Yeah.
All that. happening.
Yeah.
But obviously that's going to take time, money, and energy. So,
Yeah.
and that's the other thing, like having motivation is so hard for me because
Tell me
like
about it.
being tired, being sleepy, doing this and doing that, and like I'm trying to get myself to like where I schedule things, like I put a block where I'm like, today I'm going to take a break, and today I'm just going
Yeah.
to lay and edit and do all of that, you know what I mean? And I'm trying to get
Mm-hmm.
that under control.
Yeah. I for me, like creating content, I stopped because I don't know. It was more of like a self-doubt type of thing. Like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
not going to be able to create as well as others. And, oh, I'm not that good at this and that and all of that.
Yeah.
So it's hard, when
Yeah.
you want to do something, but then you tell yourself, no, I don't know, it's probably not gonna work out, or I'm not that good at that, or oh, there's so many other people doing that, or there's so many excuses you can make. Oh, I don't really look that good today, or whatever, since you're putting yourself out on camera, that
Yeah.
matters,
Yeah. No, I
and stuff
totally
like
get
that.
that because like the content that I make, I literally have like filmed like 3 videos that I've never put out because I'm like, oh, I look this way, and or like nobody's gonna watch this, or I'm not gonna get
Exactly.
views, like, oh, and I'm not good enough, and my edit sucks, and this and that.
Yes.
And I'm just like, I'm never going to put out content if I keep doing that.
Yeah. And then, stuff like technical difficulties would happen, or just something like that's mainly like what I just was like, I can't do this, because I spent however long filming this video. I edited it together. I tried to upload it, and something happened. It totally crashed. My video was gone. The video, like, it wasn't saved even from where I was editing. It was all
Yeah,
messed up.
and not only like the recording part and like nobody watch, blah blah blah.
Right.
It's the equipment, like, so you have the
Mhm.
camera, and then you need to get the files from the camera to a computer, to wherever it is that you're filming, and then
Mhm.
you gotta make sure that that device has space, and that it can upload here, and then that it can export there, and then that you can add all
Yes.
this, and that the file's not too big because then your computer no longer has space, and then
Mhm.
the content is gonna get damaged. It's a whole lotta that.
Yeah.
It's just
And
like,
then And I'm not even going to talk about trying to post on Instagram, because that is a whole another thing in itself. Because every single time that I wanted to post last year, when I was like, okay, let me do something, like let me try and get back out there. Something would happen, Instagram would be down. Like,
yeah,
it literally without fail, Instagram was down. It was, or like, well, I lost followers. All of this. And I'm just like, is it worth it? And then on top of that, like, for making makeup content, you have to buy makeup, to have and use
right.
and share. I was like, okay, I'm spending I'm spending this money on all of this stuff, and for what? Because it's not going anywhere. Like, stuff is not picking up the way it should.
Right. Yeah, yeah. That's why I stopped buying makeup. Honestly, like I haven't bought. I think I bought the Jeffree Star mystery box. That was the
Mm-hmm.
last makeup thing I bought, and I haven't bought any more because I even have an Ulta gift card that I got from a friend. I
Yeah.
still haven't used it because I don't know what to buy because I've had everything, and like
Yeah.
I've been decluttering my makeup, so now I only have like the really good things that I value,
Yeah.
and that's it. Like I give it to my friends, my family, like I give it away because like one, it's just gonna sit there and collect dust, get old,
Yeah.
and
Because
so I either throw
why
it
would I wear
away or
makeup right
use
now
it.
anyway? Like,
Right,
I
like
did see a point. I'm not going. I'm literally sitting in my house.
right. So I'm literally like I work from home, so I don't really need to get ready for anybody. And then I go to the pharmacy, and half the time I don't want to wear makeup at the pharmacy.
Yeah, because we're wearing a mask. Like, no one can see you. Like, what's on your lips anyway? Like,
Exactly.
what's, who, why, like, it doesn't matter, I just, I don't know. It's just really hard. Because, like, most of the time, I'm like, like, it doesn't matter. But then I'll see something that'll, like, catch my attention. Sometimes it's happened very rarely in the last, like, 2 years for something like really. Makeup wise.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but sometimes I just like to feel cute and look cute, so I'll put on like something cute to wear, but then I don't do my makeup or, because I'm like, there's no point.
Right, exactly. Yeah. I'll wear makeup like on the weekends when I'm off work and stuff like that. Or if when I'm filming, I'll wear makeup.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
want to get back into it, but like, cause now that I have more of, well, I have I have a mic, that sounds pretty decent, but it's just the logistics of figuring out how this would all work.
Yeah. You should
And
do like ASMR. That
oh
shit
yeah,
pops off.
oh like
I
looking at
know.
my keyboard, that's perfect ASMR right there.
I know, right? For those that love it. We are going to go ahead and wrap it up now. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it was more of a not a rant, but we were just having a conversation.
Yeah.
We were catching up to between me and Jazz because we actually don't like she said we I haven't really updated her on my life and what's been going
Yeah.
on. Now I updated everyone and I updated her and she updated us with what she's doing.
Yeah.
We have so many more episodes that are going to come out, and I hope you guys are ready for those and enjoy them. I hope you guys enjoyed these videos. If you guys have any topic ideas you want us to discuss, make sure you subscribe to the podcast. Leave a review because that helps your girls out.
Yes.
Um, and like, share them, whatever you liked, let us know. I also post this podcast on the podcast YouTube channel, which is just chatting more with Lou. I uploaded there as well, so you guys can view it. There, everything's free. You don't have to pay for it. It is on Apple Podcast, Spotify, all of that stuff. Make sure you follow us as well. Everything is going to be in the description. On the YouTube channel, video or episode, it's everything's in the description, so you can follow Jazz, you can follow me. Also follow
Yay.
our YouTube channels. Because I'll be posting more often. Hopefully, Jazz will post more often as well, or
We'll
figure out
see.
what she wants to
We'll
do.
hope. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was so great to get back to recording and getting an
It
episode
really
out to you
was.
guys. By the time you guys hear this, it's going to be September
Oh my gosh.
already. We
This
got
year flew by. I cannot.
we have 4 months until 2021 is over. Isn't that crazy?
So crazy.
Yeah.
We're
So
still
any
recovering from last year.
right, I still think it's 2020. What 2020?
Yeah, 2020.
That's a blur of a year.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
when
but
when I say, oh yeah, that happened last year, Still thinking 2019.
Right, exactly. It seems like it's been like 1,000 years, but it also seems like it's been just 2020, like now.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Life is just crazy. But Jess, do you have any last words, anything else you want to
No,
say?
I appreciate you guys for listening. If you stuck around this long, and I hope you join us back again next time. And yeah,
All right. Well, like I always say, um, make sure you try to get your shit together because that's what we're all constantly doing. So we will see you guys on the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to reach out to us with any ideas, topics, whatever you want us to
yes,
talk about.
please leave them in the comments on our YouTube channel.
Yes, YouTube
That
channel,
really
review,
helps.
everything helps us. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.